Well, hello everyone. Welcome to A Moment with Doc B. Our moment today is about ruminating, changing the music in your head. Have you ever had a moment when you were constantly ruminating about a situation or someone in your head? Well, according to the American Psychological Association, rumination occurs when we repetitively think or dwell on negative feelings and distress and their causes and consequences. And when we ruminate in this manner, it can contribute to the development of anxiety, depression, and worsen other existing conditions. The situation that's going through your mind at the time is not ideal, and you're creating all sorts of scenarios for how this might play out. And each scenario goes deeper into the negative, and the thoughts are playing in a continuous loop in your mind. And no matter how hard you try, you cannot seem to stop the thoughts from running through your mind. These thoughts are much like music on the radio. There is one song right after the next, and the only interruption might be a commercial or public service announcement. When we get into these cycles, it may be because we are focused on the negative about ourselves, others, the world, or even our future. We could be focused on these thoughts because of some perceived threat, challenge, or fear. And often these thoughts are related to some form of trauma we have experienced, some type of rejection or loss that has occurred. And this leaves us unable to focus on the positive future because everything playing in our head is dismal or bleak. So how do we stop this rumination? Well, I'm certainly glad you asked that question. First, you need to recognize when you are ruminating. Then allow yourself to take a deep breath and relax your body. Begin to shift your thoughts from negative to positive, and this does take practice. Internally, you are processing the negative, so look around you externally and begin to focus on what you see, hear, or smell, more tangible things. And if you ruminate in this manner often, I want you to take 5 days and keep a log of your ruminations. Ask yourself, what triggered the thought? How did you feel emotionally? How engaged were you with what was going on? What were you ruminating about? And what stopped you from ruminating? And what are the consequences of thinking about that? And how long did it last? And then after the 5 days, review your log and ask yourself some other questions. Is what you were ruminating about consistent with reality? Is it true or false? What evidence do you have to support or refute the validity of the ruminations? And what can you learn about the feelings related to your ruminating? Lastly, let's go back to the radio station analogy. When you're not feeling a certain genre of music, you change the station. If you don't like the music that is playing in your head, change your radio station to something better or different. And always ask yourself, am I helping or hindering the process? And I want to wish every one of you a happy holiday and a prosperous new year. And remember, if you don't like the music, change the radio station.